Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Of course, this is Kenya Trends channel right here on our YouTube page. Na kama kawaida, it is us, your host presenter Dante, alongside Nabali the Critic Don.
Oh yeah.
Karibu sana lawyer wabunge ya wananchi. Amefanya vizuri kukutuma because kuna vitu you must iron out today.
It is okay. Yes.
So for quite some time the deputy president amekuwa anapigana war ya kujaribu ku retain office yake, which again ni right yake because he was elected alongside the president. But since again pia ni mandate ama tuseme aje, pia kwa constitution inaruhusu impeachment ya leader na nini. He may take its course, and now he was officially impeached. Just like you had said that the Senate would stamp the impeachment of
wait.
Just like you had predicted, of which we all knew that. Okay.
You said he would resign. I told you son of mama will not resign.
Yes, and now yesterday jana usiku alikuwa impeached. I think 5
in absentia. Because he was very sick.
Yeah, he was very sick indeed.
Allegedly, he was very sick, hospitalized somewhere. I cannot confirm or deny saying that I wasn't there. But I believe him.
But the doctor alipiga press around 8.
Akasema
he's in stable condition. Ako tuna chest pain kidogo. Na by the way, unajua pia hiyo inaweza kuwa heartbreak. You know, sometimes when ukijaribu kuimagine the stress, you know. But okay, it happened. But now I want us to at least see the aftermath of the DP. What is he likely to do? Court tunaona zikiingilia kati au
already we've seen today the High Court may suspend the appointment of the new deputy president until when they mentioned the case on 24th. They mentioned here. Yes. So I think we are likely to see this dragging on for a while. We've already seen nani huyu mtu ya soprano anaitwa nani?
Kindiki Kithure.
Kindiki. We've already seen of course Wameru ilikuwa ni Meru ama ni si ndio? Hao ndio walikuwa wanapiga manduru. I saw some MPs wakisema we impeach so and so that they can get so and so. Now they have so and so like they had planned. Right? But as usual na venye ile story kama ile story ya CS venye ilikuwa court imesema hold. But I think he'll still lose. The deputy president, or rather is it the former now? The president?
Is the former. Wame stop to appointment, but wajasema iti impeachment I stand. Yeah.
So the former deputy president, I think where we are, he has already lost politically, as you had said.
Yeah. So, but he's at a fight bado. Unajua amepigana.
At a fight. Unajua uzuri ya Kenya ni nini? Uzuri ya Kenya, there's no law that is written on stone.
Yeah.
Sheria za Kenya, they are so fluid. Anything can mean anything.
Depending to your time na nini.
Anything can mean anything. Na we actually saw how the law work juzi kwa hizi impeachment motion where we law alikuwa anaitwa nani? For someone.
Elisha Zebede Ongoya must
that Elisha guy. That man is lethal.
Very.
We saw how they were pointing out how Rigiji was being accused of the same things the entire Senate and Parliament and the presidency they usually do. From that we can see the law is selective both in terms of time and people. So you never know, maybe after a while the corridors of power they'll know what to do so that the son of Mau Mau could have a comeback.
Okay, yeah, but now talking about that, do you want to mean that as much as Elisha used what the former deputy president, okay, so sasa si former immediate former ule mwingine who is now the president, kujaribu kuonyesha makosa za Gachagua ama kuprove a point. Now do you think hivyo two wrongs ina make right? Because again, just like Mutuse, mtu mwa alikuwa anakuwa tried, it was the deputy president.
Mutuse to be sincere, Mutuse is one serious idiot. That man is talented in saying nothing.
But
how do you just carry a document that you don't understand?
But let me tell you something.
Yes.
You shouldn't come to that conclusion because the reason why I'm saying that is that Hizi cross examination za lawyers zinakuanga tough.
No, zinakuanga tough, you know that, but
and you know sometimes unachanganywa, you know hiyo ni akili ya huyo jamaa, tactics zenye mbinu, because anaanza tu anakuleta akipiga. And by the way, chances are pia kitu yenye maybe ilifanya DP akakuwa mgonjwa is the same cross examination, because you will remember that immediately tulikuwa speaker alikuwa amesema after wametoka lunch break, mtu mwenye ataanza sasa kwa stand ni Rigathi Gachagua cross examination yake.
Is it still illegal to call him Rigiji? You know there's a time alikuwa
Rigiji si official name. Sio.
But kuna watu alikuwa amezusha amesema, kuna watu walisema mtu akitana Rigiji italeta shida.
Na si I thought niliona alikubali mpaka akaandika ule dem kazi.
That was after that. You know when Kenyan laws change. Yes, that was after that. Regardless. Regardless.
It's okay.
Anyway. That was a nice one.
It was. Regardless, it's
mimi naona back to the aftermath. I think as long as we have courts and courts can decide anything and our laws are renewed, Rigiji may still come back. But there's a possibility where he may not too.
Yeah, sure.
Sindio? Because based on the idea that he's not been there for more than 2.5 years, so which means pia hana benefits.
Hana benefits. The nini? Naitwaje zile retirement.
Your package mzima over the window. And now that they know what he owns, where it is, and his lawyers embarrassed politicians, they'll make it their business to drag him for eternity. Yeah, me what I see that would be more interesting is to see how the soprano man,
the now Kindiki Kiture,
Kindiki, how it will be perceived by the people from
Mount Kenya.
Yes.
And by the way, you know that brings me to this question. Whom do you think could be now the appropriate or the right person who will replace Kindiki? Because interior, kwa sababu pia nimekuwa naona watu, unajua pia sio watu wote wa Mlima Kenya wamefurahia the appointment of Kindiki, especially those from the west.
Neither, you see, I will expect, mimi hata nataka mtu mwenye akisimama mbele ya microphone anaongea na sauti mzuri kunishinda. Sawa? Yes.
And now you don't think maybe kuangalia inaitwangaje uwezo wake yeye kufanya kazi, utenda kazi wake is sio important sana kuliko sauti is what matters, because tulichukua sauti 2022 ilikuwa na sauti kutusi Uhuru, kutusi, it was the voice.
Well, I think pia utenda kazi wa mtu unafaa uko important, but we all know on this particular case it has nothing to do with how good of an employee he is. It has everything to do with the tribal balance. They needed to pick someone who wasn't an exact replacement from the same tribe, but someone who can also still pass as someone from that tribe. Let's say a member of that community. So they just move from tribe to community. It's like when you are replacing a Luya, then you decide what to Mbukusu tuweke Maragoli or something. It is still tribal.
Of course.
Only that now it is less tribal, you know. I see Kindiki having a terrible time, number one. And I don't know me hata penye nimefika saa hizi, especially after seeing what has transpired over the recent few days, vitu wenye unapenda hizo, you know how you guys have done to
but okay, maybe you can highlight for us whatever yenye imetranspire yenye maybe imekuwa out of order
ama what someone was dying kwa kitanda. I mean allegedly, let's say allegedly.
No one was dying. Haven't you seen pictures za jana? And maybe if my director will give us some of those pictures, just right before in the lunchtime, the pictures that were taken regarding Gachagua with Gloria, ule senator. They were laughing, smiling during that lunch break.
Heart attacks.
It was not a heart attack.
What was
it? Where's heart attack? Umetoa report ya heart attack.
Listen, alikuwa na chest pain, sio?
Chest pain.
Na tunajua ana asthma.
Hawezi.
Hajasema.
Possibility sari yeye uko nayo. Watu wa Mlima Kenya baridi.
Either pia anaweza kuwa nayo. But then we assume that as long as someone of his age anaweza complain kuhusu chest pains, ni nini wanakimbiza kwa hospitali, that monitoring him. The constitution, I think, ina require people who are accused, the accused must be heard.
Yes, but you see,
you didn't get a chance to be heard.
Yeah, he had, but you know, sio lazima tukusikize orally. Just like they said, whatever they was going to cross-examine him, si eti alikuwa to a speech, ndio tumsikize ama nini, it was the questions according to the affidavit, witness yenyewe amepeana. So we already have the document.
So ask him to confirm or deny.
You see, we had a case of Governor Sakaja, who was not there, but they questioned his affidavit, inconsistencies zenye zilikuwa. So as long as you provided the witness or your defense, that is what we will question. Wewe tu, it doesn't have to be orally. So and again, nadhani, okay, I'm not in a point ya kusema ilikuwa opportunistic like Orengo, but what I will try and say, but sidhani ni coincidence that you can be there for hiyo muda yote, and then when now it reaches the time ya wewe kukua questioned, una fall sick.
No, I don't know. I feel like this was the first time ever Kenya was getting to see an impeachment of someone in the presidency. And you know, as usual, during such times we set presidents.
Yeah.
And the presidents we set now will determine what happens in the future. I feel like this process was still not as watertight as it's supposed to be. This
can I ask you a question and then you proceed? Ukisema watertight, then I want to believe unajaribu kumaanisha that every party maybe inge participate fully, right?
Like I mean that each process yani we should have given it maybe, I don't know, sometime yani let everyone have their say.
But now it is the constitution that mandates it happen within 10 days.
Those were it is just 1 week. Haijaisha 10 days it
10 days ilikuwa isha on Saturday.
Since when?
Since the impeachment from the parliament.
When was that?
He was impeached, not from the impeachment, since submission of the motion.
Of the motion.
Yeah.
So what if the motion doesn't go through?
And no, in fact, I don't think it is from the submission of the motion. It is from the impeachment, because he was impeached on Tuesday.
So 10 days ago, Jaisha?
So 10 days ilikuwa inaisha on Saturday, kesho to midnight. That's why uliona when the speaker aliomba hiyo time aende meditate on the judgment, the ruling, he came back akasema itaisha on Saturday, so the best they can give ni wampatie jana hiyo the whole of afternoon, the whole of today, and then wa resume kesho. But now unfortunately wakasema ugonjwa itabiriki. What happens?
So let's just impeach him anyway.
What happens if hiyo Saturday bado asikuwa in good health? Will we proceed ama hatuta proceed?
We will not proceed. You see,
and now you see it will be out.
The law is not that strict anyway. You know, we have to be sincere. It shouldn't just be that when it comes to politicians getting their way, the law is strict. But when it comes to other things, we have other interpretations of the same thing.
And someone again ask another question on that note that you're saying the law is not that strict. Supposing you have shown interest ya kutaka kurun maybe for presidency, and then wamepeana siku ya nomination, it is on Wednesday tarehe fulani mpaka 5 p.m. you should have submitted your nini yako nomination zako. You end up falling sick and then you are not able to submit. Will the law still exempt you and allow you to submit on Thursday or Friday? Ama ikipita hiyo siku, that's it.
What if no one submits?
No, in a case...
And in a case where I fall sick?
No, and we all know because that that is an impossibility.
Exactly.
Because everyone, unaona, what we are trying to say is that the law must be vile iko. Unaona? Sisi tunaweza tukakuwa na flexibilities hapa tukasema we are not going to judge this one ama hakuna mtu wa kwanza wa kutupa mawe na nini. But ukiweko hapo kwa kuchinjwa wewe chinjwa kwa sababu now what happens sasa tustupe mawe because you are unaona. But what I think is that kama constitution imemandate this the process inafaa ikuwe hivi within 10 days consecutively na nini. No one should be exempted.
I don't know.
The constitution is superior to someone's interest to everyone.
It is okay. But they still had a deadline on Saturday, so.
Yeah.
So, even though they didn't know what will happen, they will have still have worked within that set deadline.
So, yeah, what happened is that they debated. Now the speaker said it is not in my jurisdiction to now decide that because you are the judges. I'm giving you, it's an open forum. Let us discuss and vote.
I mean, I know and I have no problem with that. What I'm saying is they still had time, as you said, wewe mwenyewe kwamba deadline ilikuwa bado, sawa?
Yeah.
It's the same example nimekuwa mpeana. It doesn't mean that if everyone submits their application, their nomination papers, now the deadline inakuwa pushed back, does it? No, the deadline remains so that if anyone comes with a paper hapo mbele aseme like, oh, nilikuwa nimechelewa insi niko kwa deadline, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm not saying, and mark my words, I'm even saying that the DP should not go. I'm talking about, I'm discussing how watertight this particular process has been. Because it's such problems kama hii ya kuamua kukata deadline, then zapatia Gachagua lifeline, because now the court will go back to the constitution, and which now, is supposed to be superior.
And now don't you think, on the same note, now don't you think, the fact that, because you will remember that advocates wa DP waliomba mpaka Tuesday.
Which Tuesday? Next week?
Next week Tuesday. Now don't you think that was a move ya kuperekasa process out of the timeline? And then now when you impeach him, it will be, but it is out of the timeline. The constitution in a mandate within 10 days. Now don't you think on that? Because it was a battle of the wits, you know. When you akili,
I know. But then again, look at it this way. The constitution sets kwamba kutakuwa na public holidays, ndio?
Yeah.
In these public holidays kunaanga na moja iko tarehe 10, tarehe 20.
Ingine Sunday hivyo.
And when a holidays iko kwa weekend, we see it when asongeshwa
mbele.
This is an example where the holiday was meant for people, it's not people for the holiday. So you cannot force us to have a holiday when holiday is in the middle of one. You know, having a holiday on Sunday is like wasting time.
Okay.
Based on the same logic, they may have thought, I'm not saying this is a fact, they may have thought, hizi siku mbili is weekend, that's why maybe wakasema Monday, Tuesday. However, hata kama sio hivyo, my argument is still kwamba bado angekataa hiyo na wabakia tu deadline kwenye ilikuwa, so that Rigiji alazimishwe kupona within muda yenye yako na within the time when the laws allow him. Because Saturday, to be sincere, the law allowed him up to
Saturday.
And that is a fact, right? Them discussing and deciding that wacha ikuwe leo.
Okay, okay, yes.
The process the process also includes the part where he explains himself in the middle of it, grants him the right to explain himself,
to be cross-examined.
Yes, right? It does.
Yeah, but in
within your time, yani.
Yeah, within your time.
And the time ilikuwa bado hujaisha. So even though maybe whatever he was to say is what was in the affidavit, he still had this particular right. Sawa? Hata ukienda kotini.
And of course, bado wako na hiyo right, but again nadhani pia bado kuna hiyo exception ya ama law bado inasema sio lazima uwe hapo, you can be represented na your advocate.
Yes, unaweza kuwa represented by your advocate. But hiyo ni kama mwenyewe una choose.
Yeah, of course.
Did he choose that?
He did not choose that, but I will just want us to look at the angle of you cannot anticipate sickness kama vile tu kama mfano alizidiwa wenyewe wanasema.
I know.
And at the same time we cannot anticipate when someone atapona.
I know.
Yeah, so we cannot rely ama tuseme mgonjwa na akisema atapona 2027 kwa hii miaka 3 pengine hivi ndio kifo ita.
No, I agree with you. Where you have to understand is that deadlines, everything that happens within the law binds everything. So it's like a contract. All Kenyans are bound by their own law. We have a contract with our own government, so we will behave accordingly.
Yeah.
Sawa? This includes when there are deadlines, you have to operate within these set deadlines. Whether watu harakisha ama whether ukue mgonjwa usikue mgonjwa, your deadline ndio inafaa ikue baki ikue fact. That was the boundary that was supposed to be there. Because then again, imagine if you are being tried for murder. Then siku ya koti mtu akue mgonjwa so that ikue haizi patikana, haizi tokea kotini. And then watu unapona unaambiwa boss, we just decided tukutupe huko hivyo. That would be unfair. But I know it's a different case.
But si kama hiyo ndo uko na lawyer, si lawyer anakurepresent.
No, lawyers never represent. Lawyers only represent you kama mwatuma, sawa? But
it is the same thing we are talking about.
It is.
Representation unaweza kuwa represented by your affidavit, by your unakuwa represented na
I know. Okay, we are spending a lot of time on that, but what I'm saying ni See, because the law already has a time limit for these things. Because this is the first time ever we are doing this, and because we have a tendency of going to court and getting everything to drag for years and years and years, politicians should learn to work within the law itself, so that kama unafaa uliona na hii proceedings, they don't even understand the laws they make. So that was almost obvious.
I did not notice that. Maybe if you can point out some of.
You remember there's this senator from Northeastern. Aliuliza this guy alikuwa ndo nani mtu wa motion huyo. Mtuse is a laughing stock on TikTok. Nini stock on TikTok?
Yeah.
Out of hizo vitu 11 zenye walipeana, they could only substantiate 5. Which means either Mutuse didn't really read this document or he didn't understand it. Because some of these things ni makosa kama ni vitina inaongelewa. Unanipata? But when it comes to legally speaking, you cannot impeach me because nimechukula mali ya ndugu yangu huko hivyo. There is no relationship between hii na hiyo. Sawa. Even though someone decided wacha kutumia kama evidence tutupe hapa ndani, what I'm arguing in this case, yes, the process has happened. Yes, Gachagua may go home. But when we're handling such cases, it is important to be extra careful in terms of how we handle the law, so that huyu mtu asikue na kale kaliwe, because technicalities hizi ndio zinafanya watu wanashinda makesi huko nje. Ukisikia kesi imekuwa thrown out, sijui nini, sijui finance bill ni illegal after we have used it for a whole year, because these politicians make the laws. They should know the constitution, or rather someone should be directing them. But when it comes to the speaker deciding, now guys, let's vote whether we decide this today, or we still give him this guy the time amepatiwa until this certain time. My issue ni, I'm even mad that they impeached him, but I'm only saying, when you're having such important events that are setting precedents of what should happen in the future, the process should be followed strictly. Because one, in the future, should such a thing happen again, if we have set a wrong precedence now, that wrong precedence will be followed in the future. We'll have, if it's the first time we're doing it, we don't know how to do it properly. We are now, creating laws of how to do it, because when doing precedence is where we'll be setting.
But senators have been impeaching, governors have been impeaching.
No, we have not impeached a deputy president.
Yes, it is just the first time, but I think the law, impeachment process period, it is the same thing. Once you anakuwa impeached kwa county assembly, it just reflects. Nadhani even with the number of voting, the majority, depending with the numbers here.
No, they're not my issue. You are missing the point.
The president here that you are trying to say, maybe if I am to understand what you are saying, is that nadhani it just rolls back to the fact that Rigathi Gachagua angepewa time. Could you represent personally?
Yes.
That's what you're trying to say.
It is a right that he has.
And now what while I'm also saying this, that everything happened within the law, because again, it is not for the speaker to decide, but
who should decide?
Senators are the judges
not,
in that position.
By the constitution
in that position, senators are the judges. They are wako hapo kama judges. We have seen judges deciding cases by the number of votes. Supreme Courts wanakuanga judge wa 7, 5 wakipiga, that's it. The number of votes.
I agree with you. But the procedure, even the judges are judges, but these judges do not make laws. These judges only interpret laws, and these laws decide the procedures to be followed by these judges.
Yes. And now the difference
gave a deadline of 20th. That is my issue. This procedural issue, a lot of times when you see cases zinafika mtu anaenda na appeal, it's not always because facts were not there. Facts could be showing that someone is guilty, and they have been found guilty. And then a problem comes kwamba either evidence kulikuwa na issue na chain of custody, kulikuwa something was rushed somewhere. I'm just saying that we really need to be more vigilant in terms of following our own procedures when we set them, to avoid mediocrity of someone using our systems against us in the future. That's what I'm saying.
No, it's okay. I understand, and it's okay. It's okay. I know we may drag sana issue, but but maybe kama tu tunge wind up. So according to what happened, una feel kitu now ni the problem ni kulikuwa na law crisis, they didn't wame now hapo hivyo wame go out of the constitution, how it was inhuman, it is an inhuman act ama ni that the laws it is now out of the law whatever they did.
No, I'll be sincere and I'll tell you I'm not really sure, but one thing I know for sure is that we all have a freedom, or rather the right ya kujitetea, even in courts of law. Sawa?
Fair hearing.
Fair hearing. And the person they accused lazima akuwe produced in court. Sawa? Not in absentia. Huwa ina happen hivyo. And during this fair hearing, hata watu mtu anasikizwa kwa koti inakuanga tayari kuna evidence ilipeanwa. It's not like chenye unakuja kusema enda kunini vitu zote. No. But whatever you say, create context of what happened. These people could better understand the evidence from the context of both parties, the accused and the accuser, because hii kikombe ilipatikana hapa. Ilijifika hapa aje? Wewe unakuja unasema niliona hapa ilikuwa na mtu fulani. Then mimi ni venye uliniona hapa na it doesn't mean mimi nileta hapa you know. But unless you listen to me explain it, it becomes a fact mimi nileta hapa. You know. So all I'm saying is it is let's say it is unfair. The law may allow judgment ipeanwe in the absence of a convict, or rather of an accused, but the accused still has to explain themselves. Otherwise, there should be no case. Case in two people are presenting arguments. I also feel like Kenyans had a right ya kupata ya Gachagua pia kupitia ule mkondo ule wenye Mtusa alipitishwa hiyo. I think we missed another episode of a funny, parliament sitting. Pia we were supposed to see this man akijitetea pia. Hii ugonjwa wake ingeisha by leo.
You never know that.
We don't know. But at least alikuwa na time.
And what if kuna hiyo time.
Alikuwa na time. Kama ingefika deadline kama tuseme ingefika Saturday and tuseme Saturday afternoon. Na huyu jamaa hajapona, mnaweza sema basi okay fine, deadline ilikuwa inaisha, we had to do it. They didn't have to do it. They still did it. To me that was unfair. Even though it could still have been legal, seeing that lawyers wake walimpresent mara ya kwanza hapa na pale nini. I still hope as Kenyans we should demand more transparency and when laws are being made again, especially when you're setting precedents, the constitution must be adhered to the latter to avoid issues, because I'm almost sure ukisikiza kesi ya kina Rigiji utapata tu in one of those things. Utasikia hakuachwa ajieleza. I promise you that will be there. But kama angejieleza the pap, he wouldn't have that to claim. You know. So such things was wana drag vitu, and now taxpayers lose money, and it was a drag muda tu.
And that's why I'm telling you, okay, I think maybe it was a political game, because he knows definitely I'm going to be impeached. Maybe alikuwa anajua.
Yes.
And now he decides to bring something in between. Wacha nikwe mgonjwa so that hata amejua tu pengine watanimpeach at the end of the day. So that nipate point ya mimi kuenda wapi?
Keyword ni pengine.
Pengine.
That's why nimesema kumpea benefit of doubt. Kuna kitu benefit of doubt by the way. Kumpea tu your doubt. So umejua kujifanya mgonjwa. Let's see. Let's hold on tuone ugonjwa wake utakupeleka wapi. Sawa? Not like your ugonjwa ulikuwa fanya aki ni mgonjwa, pressure imepanda. Hapa anampea kazi yake. No, we are not talking about sio hivyo. Ni kwamba wewe ni mgonjwa. Uko na until Saturday upone. Usipopona you're out.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. You know. Yeah.
So guys, that's it. Of course it is our opinions, and you don't have to judge us. I know you hold your opinion.
No, maybe you can judge me.
No, mimi msinijudge. So guys, that's it. Of course, this is Kenya Trends channel. Kindly consider subscribing. Tutahakikisha tunaku update on everything yenye inaenda ku happen. So kwanza tumewaambia High Court
Hapana. Sasa ndio tuko tunawaambia. By the way, as we leave, the High Court postponed the appointment of the next DP. Until 24. That is next week on Thursday. So between now and then we are still waiting to see what will happen. So don't panic when you realize that the president is the deputy president too for now. tuko na how many days before does the law have any give a period?
Nadhani kesho kutakuwa 14 days. 14 days, yeah.
Yeah, so I hope it happened within your time to square na constitutional crisis.
Yeah, that's it. Of course, nadhani possibly tutakuwa na constitutional crisis, but hata kama ni hivyo wanasemanga ndio iko na exemptions, ndio. But anyway guys, see you on our next episode. Goodbye.